Hello, gentle viewers. This is Guardian, welcoming you back to Out of the Park Baseball. But not just any Out of the Park Baseball. Oh, no, 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 no. Out of the Park Baseball 24. Um, this is obviously a new game with a new series. And I can already tell there's a new look, and I really dig it. I really like it quite a lot, and then we can make some decisions here. It'll be great. So, we're going to play against the Oakland Athletics, and I've already made one change as far as pre-series goes. I'm playing purely as a general manager. Um, this is all fine. I'm going to go ahead and let my assistant GM decide when to promote people. My league managers can decide that too. Okay, beautiful. I only want to be bothered if they're going to be out for at least a week. This is all good. Alright. Got ourselves an email. So one of the first changes I made to OOTP 24 is apparently the way owner goals work. Let's find out. Oh, maybe I can't do anything about this in the off season. You know what? I probably can't. So John Fisher is a penny pincher. Gee, you think? But otherwise, it's not too terrible. Staff roles. Let's go ahead and get this assigned here first. We've got all the different leagues. All right, staff roles. You're all about the same in teaching and catching. Let's go ahead and just pick Darren Bush as like a placeholder. And then him, and then him, and then here. Okay. Oh, we definitely need to make some changes to the settings. Let's do global settings. So first things first. We're going to try things a little bit differently. We're going to use the 20 to 80 scouting ratings that they use in the real major leagues. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And just see how interesting that could be. This is all fine. I do want autosave once a month. Players and team, this all looks fine. So they apparently included a hard mode for trading. Basically what that means is until you submit the offer, you don't get a response. And you can't just make this work now. Now, I'm not here for that right now. But it is something I'll consider in the future. I'm just not there yet. I don't think I'm that great at the game, especially with the new version of the game. I want to get some practice in with that before I go any farther with that. League and teams, rules. All this is fine. We have the lottery. I'm not going to mess with any of these right now. Financials. Now, one of the things I want to definitely see is whether or not they include like the bonus pool in this game. And I don't think that they did, but maybe they did. I don't know. I don't think that they did though, because I think they have to appear in financials. So, it's fine for now. Options. Okay, turning off expansion. And I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to turn off the designated hitter rule. This is because I'm really lazy. I am fantastically lazy. And I don't want to have to do more than I have to. We're going to go, of course, I'm going to eliminate the waiting period. We're going to set that to none. But everything else leave the same. All this is good. Players is fine. Historical was not relevant. Stats and AI, very good. I wanted to see if they're using the other, like, actual baseball rules, but maybe they're not. Unless that's somewhere else in here. Like, I'm trying to figure out if they've actually banned ships in this game. I know this probably isn't very exciting, but it's just a thing that I wanted to see. Is it under players, maybe? No. Options. Used balance schedule format. I can't remember if that's the new scheduling format they have now or not. Rules. Yeah, friends, I don't see it here. So I'm wondering if either A, it's just somewhere else that I'm not seeing it, or if it's not in the game. Or it is in the game and it's just, like, hidden? Maybe? Yeah, oh well. So, my friends, let us go ahead and look at our team. Because that's what we're all here for, right? We want to see the baseball team. Okay. Wait, why do I have so little real estate here? Oh, here we go. Give me that 3x3. I need all of the people here. And I definitely want everyone that's Rule 5 eligible. So we're going to go here. And that'll help us make decisions about who we want to keep. Cool. This is not a very good team. And look, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest, but yeah, we are not a very good team here in Oakland. Alright. Let's go ahead and I'm just trying to sort by everybody here. Okay. So let's look at this screen here. Okay, this is all some old friends here. Nothing too shocking here. strategy. Yep. I do like injury history being its own screen now. I think that's very, very helpful. It's going to make it easier to see any kind of serious problems. Because you just go to the history tab and look it up there, but there's an injury history screen. Maybe that was always there, though, and I just ignored it. It's incredibly possible. Do we have any fun new stats? I wonder. Like, I saw the new things, like, with exit velocity, but maybe that's actually not a thing. I don't know. We'll have to look somewhere else to look that up there. What about pictures? Arm slot. All this is pretty standard. Okay. So far I'm not seeing it too many gigantic changes. Not that that surprises me, but it is at least a little bit annoying. I do need to send down one player because we're at 29 man roster. It's actually about to go to 28 man or 26 men on spring training day. Probably Adam Mahler. We're already rocking 16 pictures. That seems excessive. We're probably going to do some shifting of people here, there, and everywhere else. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's do this and put the rule for eligible players here so I can at least have my other rookie league team here. That makes sense. I like it. Because then I can just see everything right here. Okay. I don't know why it's 16 pictures. Are we still in spring training technically? Or what? I don't know. No, this is very much actually a deliberate thing. Okay. I've got a little bit of money to spend, just not very much. Scooting. No, thank you. Oh, this is cool. They did say this is going to be a lot more... this is going to be a lot more interactive. I'm here for that. Oh, there isn't anybody there yet. Okay. That's fair. Recently scouted. Task. Scouting. Great. Let's look at... Wait, extension information. Budget information. Oh, define my team needs here. That's always nice. Okay, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for expenses here. We're actually below the league baseline. Let's at least fix that. And let's look at player development. I don't really see the point in paying less than the baseline, but I guess we'll do it just for now until we can make some upgrades and changes like that. We have a very inexpensive roster, is the good news. We have very few players that are actually making decent money. And even here, decent is doing a lot of extra work. Alright, well, my friends, what do we actually have to look at here? Like, who are the stars of the Oakland A's? One of these is Nick Allen. However, it's important to notice here that Mr. Allen is an excellent shortstop who might be able to hit. Please read might. I'm not at all convinced that he's going to be an outstanding shortstop, but I'm at least willing to give him a chance. He's got a pretty nice plate discipline, some decent hitting. He might be fine. Who knows? Asturi Ruiz seems, on the other hand, like a much better choice. How did we get him? Oh, part of the Josh Hader trade. I see. Okay. Yeah, he seems like he could be a good one. He's a nice contact guy, again, decent discipline, very fast, and a good corner outfielder. Our best pitcher is Shintaro Fujinami. He seems like he could be something special, although certainly not perfect. I am slightly concerned about his lack of control. We'll have to see how that works out as the game progresses. One of our young guns is going to be Shea Langoliers. Although, while he's an excellent catcher with a decent amount of pop, it's fair to ask what kind of averages we'll be seeing from him. So, a concern to be certain. Pardon me. Carlos Perez could be decent. At the very least, he's like an accomplished backup, which would give us some strategic options here. And then there's a whole lot of players here who are just like average in a lot of ways. So, let us begin this show. We have 13 hitters and 16 pitchers. Let's go and advance right up to opening day, and then we can decide who stays on the roster and who does not. Okay, wants to stay respectable. Nobody in the A's is in the top 10. Yeah. So down to 26 players, as predicted. Easiest choice the entire season. Get the fuck out of here, Adam Oller. I need to get rid of 2 more pictures, I think. Samol. And Hogan Harris. I think this will get us where we need to go. Cool. What are we looking at in terms of our coaching style? Let's look at Mark Kotze. He will let me change anything I want to change, which is very cool. But I'm still going to let him run the job, at least for now. I don't know why. I guess Tony Kemp is pretty decent. What sort of coach are you? You love offense. Almost to exclusion of everything else. You enjoy hitting over pitching. And, okay. Okay. Now. I'm wondering if, like, the ability to, like, ban ships and so forth is going to change when, in a later update. Because right now it certainly seems like that people can ship to their heart's content. But we'll see how that works out. The only thing so far that's disappointing me a little bit is I was really, really hoping for the bonus pool. But maybe later. Alright, so I got quite a few people on the IL. Most of them very decidedly meh. Let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and simulate the first month of our season. Wow, what a month. We lost our first game. No. Let's do this correctly. Okay, we can have Manny Pena back, which is wonderful news. The question is there anybody I would bench for him? I don't think so. Let's go ahead and send him to AAA. Oh, he's out of options. I really don't see the point of keeping him. I don't see too much of a benefit to the team. I wonder if we can trade him. And let's try to get some prospects. I think prospects are what we need more than anything. Nobody is interested at all. If I include regulars... Okay, we're getting offers, many of whom are incredibly expensive. Brandon Brelak doesn't really impress me that much. He's at best going to be like a mid-tier pitcher. His only real value is that he's cheap, and I don't know that that's enough. Ryan McMahon is a pretty solid player, but that's a lot of money, and we don't have very much of that. I guess the benefit of trading for someone like Belak is he can go to the minors. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and acquire Brandon here. Oh, I can trade part of my international bonus pool. Neat. And my trading reputation went up. Yay. Okay. Let us advance one day. What is my draft order? I wonder. I'm picking 6th overall. Okay. Are we supposed to like Jackson Holiday or something? Doesn't he play for the A's? Or who did the A's draft 1st overall? It doesn't actually say. Okay. They didn't draft Daniel Susak, did they? Oh, I guess they did. Okay. Wild. Okay. Let us simulate additional baseball games. Alright, we can get Paul Blackburn back. Thank God. I'm joking. Actually, it's better than Caprillion, though. Like, by a fair bit. An okay mix of pitches. Not a particularly hard thrower. Let me... Yeah, Caprillion is just, like, fine. Let's compare him with Blackburn. Because I don't know these players at all. So it's going to take me some time to get to know them. Don't bother. Alright. Caprillion is definitely worse in pretty much every conceivable way. But the other thing it does better is he throws harder. Yeah, this is a no contest kind of thing here. Let's offer up Mr. Caprillion. Oh, I do need to put you on the 40-man, don't I? Um, I really want prospects if I can get them. Like, here's the thing. The next great... I mean, Will Brennan would be an awfully nice piece. Let's do it. I'm not going to hesitate. Mr. Brennan, I'm going to put you on the 40-man. And then the question becomes, who, if anyone, goes to the minors? I mean, I think I'm going to get rid of Ryan Noda. You can go back to the Louisville Bats. Wait, what? Okay. And then let's update and see... Okay, actually going to start Will Brennan, which is really cool, actually. He definitely has plenty of contact and gap power, and he's a decent defender, so I think this is going to make us a better team. So I'm all here for that. And then, and only then, do we activate Mr. Paul Blackburn and put him back in the rotation. Okay. Alright, friends, let us dive right back in to baseballing. My first achievement, amazing. Freddie Tarnock is fine. I don't hate him, but I definitely would rather have him in the minors. So let's do that. Okay, Ramon Laureano. I'm just not that impressed by him. Truly. Yeah, a guy like a Ross Von Verdugo, like I know he's quite a ways away from the majors, but he's a pretty solid player, right? Like he definitely has some intriguing elements to his game. I say we take the deal. Complete trade. Done. Yeah, because I'm not going to keep role players that earn quite a lot of money. It just doesn't make sense to me. Trevor May, there's a very high probability that he will not be with the Oakland A's a little bit later on in the season. Let's go ahead and put Trevor May on the trade block right now and just see what kinds of offers I get for him. Tony Kemp is an okay defender, but he's not the kind of person I think we could really properly build a team around. So he's almost certainly also going to be on the way out. And the rest of this is fine for right now. Do we have any rookies that are ready to make an impact? Zach Geloff is a pretty talented dude. I'm not sure his future is even anywhere but for his base, but I could see him playing third. So we're definitely going to make some decisions about that as the season progresses. Christian Pache, Requiescat and Pache. The A's are like the worst kind of suck at this point, and that they don't have much in the way of top tier talent, but there's also not a ton of evidence that there's anything great on the way. And that's not a great look. It's going to be a while before we can be truly competitive. We are freeing up some money, so that's nice. If there was a player worth keeping, we could potentially have the funds to keep them. I'm just not convinced that that player is on the roster right now. Let's play another month because, as we all know, 1 month doesn't really matter. Nothing really matters to me. I don't think so. I don't think this is a good deal. I'm going to reject this trade. I don't think it's that good. I don't. Ooh, I got a Rookie of the Month. Very spicy. Oh, of course it's Fujinami. That makes sense. The Kirby Sneed is ready to come back. Wow. Anyway. Ooh, player development update. This is going to be pretty important. Will Brennan is not getting amazing or anything like that. Jack Cushing is improving his velocity. That's going to help him. Shane McGuire is a tiny bit better. Roy Barasalinas is adding some heat. Players are getting better. It's just I don't have the kind of stuff among my players to really see them get to that next level. So I do think we're going to have to just see how things develop. Max Muncy, if he keeps improving at second base, has a real chance to be an important player. So one thing I want to get y'all's opinion on before we go too much farther in there. Do you want me, since I'm not taking control of the lineups or the rotation because I'm trying to make it like a mature GM, do you want me to get more involved in when to promote players or not? Or do you want me to just focus more on the trades and free agents and drafting and things of that nature? Do let me know. Alright, so what are we looking at here? We're looking at a whole lot of shit. What is the deal here? Do I have my font on, like, old man font? Oh, really? I have to restart the game? Okay. How can I quickly see... Oh, I bet if I do this as batting stats. Okay, so here's the cool story here. Most of the team is garbage. Literally the only players heavily above a replacement level are both of my catchers. And Carlos Perez is definitely playing better, so... We are not a good team. We are not a good team, friends. Yikes. Let's just keep going for right now. But, we definitely need a lot of work for this team to become respectable anytime soon. How's the pitching staff doing? Meh. Wow. You know, I really expected that the A's wouldn't have a great major league roster, but I at least thought they'd have a really good prospect group, and it turns out they have neither. And that's kind of a bummer. Is kind of bummer. Oh, what kinds of did you add? I know they had an exit velocity, but I don't know if that's actually captured as like a stat that you can look at, like average launch angle or average exit velocity. It doesn't appear to be. Batting stats. Pitching stats. Okay. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, real talk, this team is not very good. It's gonna be a challenge to even make them unbad. Like, thank goodness for Jace Peterson being able to hit at all, because otherwise he'd be in real trouble. I genuinely don't see this turnaround coming anytime soon. Not without a lot of luck in the trading market. So here's the thing. Trevor May is probably too good for the A's. Probably. But I think we're going to wait one more month until July. And then we can discuss what we can do as far as improving the team a bit. We are really the worst. Okay, what are we looking at here? Tyrese Turner is not unintriguing, I guess. Austin Peterson is a baseball player. But here's the thing. Yohel Pozo is the best player of anybody on offer right now. There is exactly 0 point to making this trade. So I shall decline your ridiculous trade. That being said, because Pozo is a reasonably talented dude. Oh no, don't tell me my best freaking rookie is hurt. Son of, okay. It's fine. It's not fine. Wait, I literally have no middle infielders that can back up. That's a problem. I mean, Jesus Aguilar isn't going to be around for too much longer anyway. So it might be worthwhile to trade him and then call up Brett Harris. Well, they're saying that Brett Harris can get some infield reps. Oh, he's nothing special either. Okay, let's go with the obvious choice. Keeping Carlos Perez doesn't make good sense. Shea Langoliers is clearly the guy as a catcher. And he is hitting for tons of pops, so I mean, he's our best young player and it's not particularly close. So trading Perez to give a spot to Pozo makes a lot of sense. Let's do that. Surely somebody is going to want a very, very good catcher and would hook me up with some prospects for it. Some real talented ones, I'm hoping. Or not. Really? Like, maybe it's just a really good year. Maybe it's just a really good league for catchers. That's always possible. I could go for Randy Vasquez, though. Like, he's legitimately a pretty solid pitcher. Let's do it. I mean, I can try to get 2 pitchers. Like, if I could get Fitz and Vasquez, I would feel a lot better about our chances. Not great about our chances, but better. I want Anthony Volpe. I'm joking. I'm not even going to waste my time. Because he ain't going to come here. Who's the other guy? It was Fitz and... Shitler. Teehee. Randy Vasquez. Really? Okay. Done. And then we're going to call up Pozo to take that place. I don't want to get rid of Jordan Diaz. I think Jordan Diaz actually might have something to offer if he just gets some more playing time. I think Aguilar is the one that has to go. Look, if I can't get better, I'm at least going to get younger. Let's trade Aguilar, and we'll call up Brett Harris. Okay. Well, can I actually get better? Is somebody who wants Aguilar bad enough to give me something of interest for him? Why? Like, here's the thing. I know that I've already got tons of outfielders. Oh, you're going to be a free agent. Oh, that's no good. That's not good at all. I am not eating some team's shitty contract. No, thank you. Sam Haggerty. Good utility guy, reasonably decent hitter. I think Haggerty seems like a decent fit. Would you be willing to throw in anybody else, perhaps? How about Walter Ford? I'm joking. You would never give me Walter Ford. Would you? All you are is power. That doesn't feed me with confidence. I could go for some Isaiah Campbell, though. He's actually a really accomplished pitcher, and I don't know why he's not in the majors already. Let's submit this offer and see if that'll work for them. Let's keep simming. Almost. I've got to give you somebody... Oh, that's really awesome. I can just... Oh, yeah, you can have Lena. 1,000%. Easy pick. Then I can put Haggerty on the lineup, gives us more flexibility. Sheds payroll. I'm sure you're detecting a trend here. And most importantly, I do think the pitcher we just acquired could be special. I do. I genuinely do. Who is Kevin Kelly? Where'd you come from? Oh, they traded him for cash. That's funny. Yeah, you can go to AAA, AA if you want. I don't care. Right. Oh, you have Daryl Hernandez. Okay. Next season is going to be extremely fraught. we're going to get a bunch of players competing for a very few jobs, and I'm here for it. I am 28,000% here for it. Okay. Is there anybody else that I feel motivated to move right this minute? I don't think so. I don't think that trading May or Kemp right this moment offers us too much of a benefit. So I'm gonna read all. Next month. Christian Pache is gonna need some time to heal up. That's as may be. Okay, Adrian Martinez is out for 10 months. That's extremely unfortunate, but I think probably Kirby Sneed can fill that role. I'm pretty happy about that. Get some... I have a need for Sneed. Okay. So let's take a quick pause and let us review... Oh no, actually, sorry, I want to finish the month of June so we can get a new player development report, and then I can maybe make some changes here. Hey, Richard Fears fits putting on velocity is going to make him incredibly helpful to us. So I am here for all that noise. Jake Garland is throwing harder. Great. Cool. Let us wrap. I love how tiny our payroll is. I do plan to spend payroll if the game will let me, but I wouldn't be surprised if I can't. Because some of these guys are going to want reasonably high arbitration days, and, well, yeah. Alright. So... Poisonelle. Okay, up in 2023 is literally nobody. Oh. I guess that's why I didn't get an email about it. Okay. I could have a better staff. I will have a better staff, but for right now, I'll just kind of go with it. Let's go up to the All-Star break. Let's see who among the A's actually gets voted to the game. Okay, Santiago Gomez is flat out terrible. There's nothing about Santiago Gomez that's remotely interesting. Andres LaCruz is marginally more interesting than that. And look, Gunnar Hoglund isn't exactly going to be a Cy Young winner anytime soon. He's still better than either of the jackasses you're trying to sell to me Yankees. So how's about no? Is there anybody from Oakland here? Mason Miller. Okay. I thought Shea Langoliers would have a fair shot, perhaps, but I guess not. I mean, honestly, one All-Star is probably one more than I deserve. We are not a good team. We are not a good team. Okay. What about the prospect game roster? Garrett Acton is the only All-Star there. Oh, and Ty Soderstrom. Okay. Cool. Alright. We are so fucking far from relevance. Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous. Alright. Let's go to the draft. Who could we acquire to be the next great Oakland A? Start draft. Oh, you'd actually been doing this entire time. I really should have been scouting a bit more aggressively. Oh well. Alright. So there are 3 top tier talents at this point in the draft. Eric Batoni is not a shortstop. Let's disabuse ourselves of that notion right now. He's not even a third baseman, really. He's basically a first baseman, but he's gonna hit well enough to be a first baseman. I feel pretty confident about that. Walter Jenkins. Jenkins is a really good all-around hitter, who's also fairly talented defensively. There's a lot to like about him, too. And then there's Nazan Zanateo. He's cheap, but I like Batoni or Jenkins better. So then the question becomes, let's look at all the blue guys, right? Will Gasparino has loads and loads of power. He's going to be a decent hitter and a mediocre outfielder. That's fine. Great power discipline, not a great third baseman. Okay, Bradfield Jr. seems like a prototypical leadoff guy. Great discipline, good contact, excellent defense. There's a lot to like about Enrique Bradfield Jr. However, let's look at Paul Skeens. You could be an excellent pitcher. You could be really good, actually. Fastball, slider, changeup, all of which look like they grade out as really good pitches. Good stuff in control, decent movement. Damn. Alright, so let's eliminate the obvious guys. Mr. Volkov, no. As much as your elite power intrigues me, you don't have a home on the diamond. And it's not like you played that great in high school. You're not quite good enough for me to consider you. Walker Jenkins, I don't think so. Good all-around hitter, decent defender, but a whole shit ton of money. A whole shit ton. Zanateo. There's a lot of players here who are kind of the Pittsburgh Pirates Classic, right, from my previous series. What do I mean by that? Hitters who don't have a position. Great offensive players who don't play well defensively. So, for me, it comes down to one of 3 players. The first player is Eric Batonio. Eric Batonio might be able to hold his own at third base, but I feel pretty good about him being a first baseman. He's also incredibly green. He is a long ways away from the major leagues. And the fact that he's already going to have to do a position shift, I have concerns. Enrique Bradfield Jr. is already in college, so he's going to have a hopefully quicker time to the majors. And he's a very talented player. He's a true leadoff guy that can handle his own in center field. But the question is this the kind of player we need this early into the rebuild? Like, we're a solid 3 years from competing, I think. I think that's kind of the time frame I have in my mind. That within 3 years, we can start finishing above 500, maybe get into a playoff spot. By that point, Bradfield Jr. is already starting to get kind of expensive. Then there's Paul Skeens. The benefit of Skeens is he is also a pretty good hitter. I mean, I'm not going to play him at catcher, but that's pretty crazy. Man, I'm having a hard time coming up with a reason not to pick him. We're going to need great starting pitching, but for the next Oakland A's team. I think I take Skeens. I think. Who right now is my best pitching prospect? Player development report? No. Not that one. This one. My very best pitching prospect is Richard Fitz. Okay, that's fun. Then Randy Vasquez. I don't have any premium pitching prospects, is what I'm seeing. So I think we have to take Skeens. I think that gets us the most bang for our pitching buck. I'm convinced. Welcome to the Oakland A's. Interesting. Oh, this is the supplemental round. I see. Okay. All right. I just need really elite bodies in the system. So I will take a slightly subpar guy who might have a really bright future. Volkov can kind of handle third. But if his... What's the scouting report here? About 240. I don't know about that. Gasparino. A big dude. Decent contact. Great power. You're such a solid hitter. Like, really, really good potentially. Like, we're talking a guy who can hit 300 with 25 to 30 home runs. Man. I think he's the guy. I truly think he's the guy. Let's do it. Let's get him. I mean, I will take Gasparino. Don't threaten me with a good time. Again, we just need raw talent in our system. That's key at this point. Okay. Let's get a pitcher. Hi there, Travis Sakura. Okay, Sakura's also a legit threat offensively, too. Stuff, movement, and control are all kind of average. Fastball, slider, splitter. Throws pretty hard. I mean, here's the thing, though. He's so good offensively that just makes him that much more palatable to me. Travis Sakura, I choose you. Come to the A's. It'll be a good time. Nobody wants George Volkov. I see no downside in grabbing him with a fourth round pick. The worst thing that happens is he doesn't pan out, which he doesn't have to. That could be a steal of the draft. Caleb Hampton. Okay, let's take a moment now and let's look at our starting pitching, because I'd like to get at least one more. Kyle Crow. Nope. I think our ship has sailed on getting elite pitchers. Luke Orphy. I see a second baseman who can at least handle the bat. I am all for that. Mr. Orphy, come to the A's, please. I'm not going to take Kyle Crow because I'm not going to pay him a whole bunch of money. There's a lot to like about your pitch choices. And a 45 pitcher isn't a bad asset to have at all. Let's grab Mr. Lansville here. This isn't costing a signing bonus, and that's always a good news. A good news? The fuck am I talking about? Hampton's got pop, but not a lot else. Again, though, we just need to restock our farm system. I'm not going to get too picky about what... I'm not looking for the perfect player right now. I'm just looking for players to restock our farm system. Deuce Robinson, elite power, not too much else. I'll go for it because it costs me nothing. Drake Bowen. I'd probably play him at second. Not sure, but he's got a good enough hit tool that I will give him the opportunity. Nobody's even going to try Kyle Crow. I'll try him here in the 9th, 10th round. If he doesn't sign, he doesn't sign. George Lombard Jr., of course. George Lombard, I don't think is a shortstop, but I think he is a second baseman. I'm willing to draft him and find out. I'm going to go ahead and let my scouting director do the rest of the draft, just to let him feel like he's helpful. And let's do some negotiations. A very easy choice here, and here, and here. Virtually everyone we're signing is signing for below slot. So I do think if we want to keep Kyle Crow, we can. Because I got $22 million. It's not like it's not going to get spent. Whew, buddy. Absolutely not. No, I am not giving you $15 million. You're not remotely good enough for that. Not even a little bit. You're a soft tosser that isn't very tall. I categorically refuse, sir. Geraldo Quintero. An okay defender who's an okay hitter. Surely I can get more for Trevor May than that, though. Giancarlos Lara. What, am I reading that wrong? 83 miles an hour? What? Huh? How did you even get drafted? Oh, you're actual free agent. Wow. He's got this kind of stuff and these kind of pitches throwing so soft. Damn. Can I do it just for May? No, you can't have Fitz. I need Fitz. Yeah, I'll just trade Lara flat or trade Trevor May for somebody else. Prospects and regulars seem good. I'm not gonna do it for a salary dump. Is the thing. Roy Morales is a perfectly cromulent hitter who happens to play a premium defensive position. I bet I can probably move him easily if I wanted to. So let's trade Trevor May just so that I don't have to worry about him. And let's call up Mr. Palouse here. It seems like I'm tanking. I'm not. We're just not very good. That's the technical term for it. Oh no, you can't have Ken Waldichuk. I disagree with you strongly. Mr. Skeens, I'd like to shortlist you, please. Who's the other guy? Travis Sakura is the other one, who's like secretly an awesome hitter too. There we go. All right, my dudes. Okay. You really want to get rid of Raimel Tapia? I guess on the one hand I understand it, but on the other hand I don't. Like, he's a really talented hitter that probably wants to get paid a lot more, understood, but he's like better than Seth Smith. What if I offered you Tony Kemp instead? Okay, let's do it. Okay, so now Seth Brown goes to the minors, or Will Brennan goes to the minors? Like, Will Brennan goes to the minors. We activate Tapia. And then we need a new second baseman. And I think that's probably Hernandez. What's in between Hernandez and Harris? Hernandez is a bit better as a hitter, especially if he develops a little bit. He's also much faster. than Paris, so there's some value in that. Defensively, Hernais is better. I think we're going to give him a chance, young man, to become a baseman of secondness. I'm going to move you to second. Or I bet your overall will go up a bit. Went up a little bit. Are we having, like, chemistry issues? Or is that just a general, aw man, what a bummer. Okay. Alright, let's go up to the trading deadline, and then maybe there's anybody else that we want to get rid of. Brandon Marsh. No thanks. Nope. The thing is, I don't want Matten, and I don't want to give up Pozo. Sorry, it's guys named Pozo. I have a weakness for them. So what if we drop Pozo, and we drop Matten? No, then you want somebody even better. Then I think we have to decline it. Sorry, mates. Nick Pavetta's just a reliever. I don't think that's a good use of our talent. Adalberto Mondesi. I don't think so. Don't be fucking stupid. Fujinami is like my one marketable star right now. He is on the untouchable list. I like your defensive flexibility. You're pretty fast, decent bat. Christian Fernandez is a big fat nothing burger. And yeah, Seth Brown hits for power, but that's his only skill. I think I can make this happen. Agreed. Now, you guys know that I am not doing this just to cut payroll. I'm doing it to make us a better team that has the payroll flexibility to maybe add a player or two, potentially. Anybody else I want to trade? Is there any other old who's making quite a bit of money? I mean, Almedes Diaz is useful, but Jace Peterson really isn't. I only want prospecting. I basically just... Him I am dumping salary on. Okay. Well, we tried. This is going to be a big challenge. I can already tell you that much. But hopefully we can make a couple of deals in the off-season and get us to a point where we might be able to pull some things off. Oh, let's do the all-new trade. Oh, wait, the trade deadline is passed. Oh, no! I missed the trading deadline awesome thing. Damn it. That's the whole one of the big features of the game, and I just skipped it. Gross. Anyway. We'll go to roster expansion at least. Okay. I like seeing some of these improvements here. Very cool, very cool. One of my traps I have to avoid falling for, it's critical that I not do this, is the trap of overpaying for guys I've already got. Wow, we have a bad lineup. Neat. Okay. Let's go up to roster expansion. Let's keep on keeping on. I don't care. For only 2 weeks out, you can just let, like, Hair Naives play second or whatever. Wow, we're better than the Mariners. That's surprising. That's very surprising, actually. LIB. Right now we have such bad players that it doesn't really matter where they hit. So I'm not going to do any changes for, like, the manager or anything like that. But any big changes here? Cameron Misner is getting better. Roy Bear Salinas is getting worse. That's not a good sign. Young players losing velocity is deeply, deeply concerning. Who's a Rule 5 dude that might want a chance? Misner, I think, is an obvious pick. And I've got a lot of mediocre pitchers. Let's grab Chad Smith and let's let him get some pitching in. Oh, I can also add one more player. Okay. You're a relatively finished product. I don't know what more you have to learn in the minors. And you are getting better. I can probably keep in the minors a little bit longer. So then who else would I like to call up? Maybe call up Dermis Garcia because of his power and see how that works out for us. Okay. Cool. And then we'll just go to the end of the regular season. Like, we're not going to make the playoffs. That would be the most hilarious thing in baseball history if we somehow managed to do that. I mean, okay, that's what I have a backup catcher for, though. Just saying. Oh, no. Anyway. No, not missing the playoffs. What really sucks though is I don't like our lot. I guess a lot of chances are okay. I don't know. Austin Briggs is going to retire. What a tragedy. The truest of Oakland A's. He will be sorely missed. Oh man, Cleveland had a bad year. I don't think the Twins will be this good. As much as I like Carlos Correa, I don't think the real life Twins are going to win over 100 games. I just don't think that's feasible for them at this current stage in their development. But hey, maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe I'll be wrong. And we're just going to go right to the end of the playoffs. Actually, we'll go to the International Free Agents Showcase, because I think the playoffs will still be happening at that point. Let's go Angels. There we go. Alright, so now reveal the international free agents. So now, there's supposed to be like things I can do now. Okay. Yeah. Here we go. Alright. We got some money to burn. Let's invite Cheadle. Let's invite Arcos. Let me definitely invite Leos. Here we go. Lugo. Medina. Mercedes. Mesa. Vea. Or Vela. And let's say Villa Gomez too. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And are there any interesting pitchers? Gordon Clement. Come on down, son. I can up to 4.75 million. Neat. Ooh, the Mets beat the Angels in the World Series. That's pretty bonkers. Very realistic. That could definitely happen this year, given how much money the Mets have invested in their team. Okay. Okay, Drew Rucinski was, in every sense of the word, terrible. So I'm going to void his contract year. I'll need a new first base coach. I don't want Chas McCormick. No, thank you. Hey, Skeens is the number 5 prospect. Very cool. Wait, where's the part where he reviews my goals? He just says new goals. Interesting. Oh, here we go. This is how you discuss different things here. Okay. Oh, so this gives you more information about this. Okay. So basically, if I think any of these goals are unrealistic, I can just be like, ha 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 ha, no. That's kind of cool, actually. I kind of dig that. I kind of dig that a lot. Have they revealed the lottery yet? I don't think that they have. Okay. So we've got a lot of things to do. And not a lot of resources with which to do them, but we're gonna try to get better. So first thing I want to do before I think about anything else is I want to replace our first base coach. Fran Reardon is only good at teaching silly things. Brian McCarn would actually be a pretty decent first base coach. Ooh, Javier Goddard is a really good coach. I'm not gonna yeet him up to the majors, but if I like say selected McCarn, who would we most like? Either somebody normal or somebody temperamental. And you're personable. You're temperamental. Look, you're not outstanding, but you're reasonably good. So I think Bobby Crosby is going to get promoted. And then I think I'm going to make Goddard the manager, because he's really talented, and I want to get him a chance to show us what he can do. Oh, doesn't want to be a manager. Okay. How about Craig Conklin? Craig Conklin is fantastic. Let's promote him. Let's promote the shit out of him. Gregorio Petit is a hitting coach. He's not a manager, in my opinion. Adam Rosales is quite talented, though. Let's promote him. You could be the manager for Lansing, and then... yeah. And then we'll hire ourselves a dude. Coach ratings, and we want to get that mechanics boost. Mike Farmer, would you like to be the manager of the Oakland A's? I bet you would. Let's check out some arbitration. Raimel Tapit isn't asking for a ton of money. What is a long-term demand? You know what? I will offer you this deal. I think you're going to be at least good enough to be worth $3 million. And I bet I can probably turn you into something useful. Haggerty did have a decent season, but he's not that great a player. I guess he's good enough to get one more chance. Oh, he didn't want to talk to me. Okay, what about Paul Blackburn? I know he looks back because he lost so many games, but if we had a competent offensive staff, imagine how good he'd be. I think bringing Blackburn back, even at an increase in salary, is a good move. All right, so that's that dealt with. I'm gonna offer some minor league contract extensions to some players who performed well. Cool. And last but certainly not least, let's talk about how this season actually went. Our best player was Esther Ruiz at only 2 wins. I've got to think a lot of that value is driven by his incredible doubles and speed numbers. We should not expect him to be able to produce a season of this caliber regularly, though. Maybe he can, but also maybe he can't. Nick Allen has a lot of growing to do, but at the very least, he is defensively quite competent, and that's pretty solid. Jace Peterson is kind of overpaid and not that great, but I guess maybe. Shea Langoliers was the only power hitter we had, so we kind of have to keep him no matter what. Yeah, there's just a lot of deeply, deeply flawed players currently on the A's. And then that might change as other players get more playing time, but we are very far away from having a great offense. That's indubitable, unable to be doubted. Pitching, though. Our pitching was reasonably good. Maybe not outstanding, but reasonably good. Mason Miller was something special and a really top-notch reliever that I hope gets even more reps next season. But yeah. There's a lot of work to be done here. That is absolutely true. But we've got a fair bit of money. I can probably make a play on a couple 3 mid-tier free agents and then see where that takes us. But that's going to conclude this first episode. Friends, I hope you've enjoyed. Do let me know down below if you would like me to get more involved with the promotions and demotions in the team. I'm happy to do it, as long as you guys don't think it'll be too boring. We definitely need to make a better team and at least win more games to get people showing up. I think that's the next big thing. I mean, hey, 15,000 people, several of whom were not feral cats, one would assume, is a pretty nice upgrade from what we've had in the past. So I feel pretty good about that. Right. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the series. As a reminder, back on Monday, it'll still be OOTP 23, because we're going to stick with that until we finish with the tour through history. Then, when we finish with that, who knows? We'll see what happens with that. Until next time, my friends, this has been Guardian. Thank you very much for watching, and I bid you